I gotta tell you, you have great stage presence.
I appreciate it.
You're enunciating into the microphone. You have energy. You have perspective.
I was begging for a shot backstage, so I appreciate that.
You're doing good.
Thank you.
Sake? What did you want back then? Okay, Maya, what do you...
Adam Ray returned to Kill Tony at an awkwardly perfect moment. His new Netflix show is built around characters, and Kill Tony helped turn his Dr. Phil impression into a franchise. So, episode 779 offered a useful test. When the wig, voice, and fake mustache disappear, is the celebrated guest still there? The answer is yes, but for a less obvious reason than joke count. As himself, Ray does 4 jobs the best panelists understand. He listens long enough to find the premise, adds 1 clean angle instead of 6, builds callbacks across the night, and eventually converts praise into an actual opportunity. The costume made him visible. The underlying panel craft made him useful.
The only 2-time Kill Tony Hall of Fame member. The only multiple time guest of the year in Kill Tony history. You know him from so many great episodes, including the biggest episode ever in the show's history. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you one of only 4 living members of the Kill Tony Hall of Fame. This is the one and only, the undeniable, the force of nature that is known simply as Adam Ray.
This is unusually heavy billing even by Kill Tony standards. Tony credits the Dr. Phil New Year's appearance, the real Dr. Phil, presenting Guest of the Year, 2 Hall of Fame inductions, and the biggest episode in the show's history. Those are measurable milestones inside this ecosystem, but they create a trap. If every appearance has to become an event, the guest starts competing with the format. Ray does the opposite. He arrives without a character and lets the bucket pulls remain the main event. That sounds basic. On this show, it is a scarce mineral.
But I actually wrote with Redban and Adam Ray in mind for, producing it.
Oh, you want them to give you money to make this movie after you just did that set.
And make all the money from it.
Okay. Wow.
Do I have to answer now, or can I sleep on it? I got to wear the shirt tomorrow. I got to do a lot of stuff, so...
Maybe you'll want to sleep on it.
Yeah. What, do you mind if we... I would love to hear...
Let's get into it.
The pitch, yeah. Well, what is it called, first
Rush
of all?
Hour 4.
So it's going to be called... My friend Chris is black, so that would actually work out.
Yeah.
But it's either called Allah Haha or Taliban.
It would have been...
The first useful example begins with a comic pitching a movie directly to Ray and Redban. The title is rough, the set was rougher, and the obvious panel move is instant dismissal. Ray keeps the laugh, asks for the logline, and changes his answer when the idea has more structure than the title suggested. He does not pretend the set was better than it was, he separates a rough performance from an interesting premise. That distinction matters. A weak panel treats every minute as a referendum on the performer's entire future. A useful panel diagnoses what actually happened. Ray asks for evidence, then changes the ruling when the evidence changes. It is crowd work with an appeals process.
You do?
Yeah. Wait, do you want one?
Do I have to answer now, or... Yeah. That's the 3rd time. That's the last time I'm going to say that. But you do have a painter vibe. Like, it's... I don't know if it's the ponytail and the stash. Like, it's like a... Like, you look like Bob Ross's son. You know who Bob Ross is?
Yeah.
You know the guy who's like...
More than an hour later, the soft refusal is still alive. Another performer offers Ray a painted shirt and he reaches back for the exact response. This is the hidden advantage of listening. A callback makes the whole episode feel edited, even while it is being improvised. It rewards viewers for remembering and gives a later guest a laugh that belongs to this night, not to a pre-written arsenal. Ray's characters work the same way. A voice or catchphrase gets attention, but durable comedy comes from remembering the room and reincorporating it. Episode 779 removes the makeup and leaves that mechanism exposed.
The best part is going to be like, I can just picture like 2 mechanics that like love this show, right? Or work on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Like, God, you see the new Kill Tony? And the other one's like, no, what happened? Dude, the guest was Adam Ray. Wow. Oh my God, he must have been hilarious. Well, Redban stole the show. The other guy's
I'm okay with that.
No way. Absolutely. Dude, he got 2 golden tickets. What?
Tony gave one, took it right back, gave it to him again. Never seen it. Derek was in the back.
Tony and Adam were really good, but Redban, I mean, it was unbelievable. The guy's just like, no fucking way, dude. What are you?
The clearest proof arrives when Redban's chaotic interventions become a running story. Ray could use his status to reclaim the spotlight. Instead, he identifies what the room is already enjoying and crowns the unlikely supporting character. The fake workplace recap compresses nearly 2 hours of chaos into one clean idea. Two mechanics discuss the new episode. Here, Adam Ray was the guest, and agree that Redban somehow stole the show. The best panelists do not merely generate lines, they edit the social hierarchy in real time. Here, Ray lets Redban win the scene, Tony keeps authority, and the comedian on stage remains the reason the scene exists. Nobody needs a 12-minute detour into an unrelated character bit.
Well, I'm glad you didn't kill yourself.
Yeah.
Would you like to open for me in Birmingham, Alabama, and Atlanta, Georgia, in October?
Wow.
But you have to take that fucking cross off your neck. No, I'm joking. It's in October, so I'll just bug me and we'll swap info. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Two theater gigs out there.
Absolutely,
yeah.
yes,
Cool.
yes.
You just got a real big gig out of that, buddy. It's a huge theater with the great Adam Ray. There he goes.
Then the episode moves beyond compliments. Jacob Guidry delivers a strong minute, explains that he runs shows in Lake Charles, and Ray makes the praise cost something. He names 2 theater dates, 2 cities, and the month. The offer is not proof of a future career, and one strong appearance cannot supply that. It is proof that Ray is willing to spend stage time, trust, and access on his judgment. That makes the earlier Restraint more important. Because he has not declared every performer a genius, the concrete offer lands as judgment rather than confetti. There is another reason this appearance is a useful test. Ray enters with maximum status. Tony spends several minutes listing awards, viral episodes, and the new Netflix launch. High status can make a panelist lazy because the room will laugh before the line is finished. Ray keeps responding to the actual person in front of him instead of collecting automatic applause. Watch the economy of the questions. With the movie pitch, he does not launch a speech about Hollywood or improvise the entire sequel himself. He asks for the premise and lets the answer change the scene. The guest adds value by opening a door, then getting out of the doorway. That same economy explains the callbacks. Live podcast panels have no editing room, but they still need continuity. A repeated phrase, a remembered gift, or Redban becoming the night surprise hero gives separate interviews a common spine. Ray is effectively cutting between earlier and later scenes while everyone is still on stage. The booking also fits the pattern because it is specific and proportional. Ray does not promise a special, a career, or instant fame. He offers opening spots on dates he controls. It is the smallest real-world consequence that matches the evidence available. 1 strong minute, a solid interview, and experience running a local room. There are limits to what this episode can establish. It cannot tell us whether the Netflix series will last, whether every character lands, or whether the booked comic succeeds on those theater dates. It can show the decision process in public. The claims stay small because the footage is strongest when it is allowed to be specific. Episode 779 does not prove Adam Ray is better without characters. That would be a silly conclusion from one night, especially when those characters helped create some of Kill Tony's largest audiences. It proves something narrower and more useful. The characters amplify skills that already exist. He listens, remembers, shares control, and acts when a performer earns it. The wig is packaging. The real product is editorial judgment at live speed. That is why Adam Ray can arrive as himself on an episode promoting a character show and still look like the same guest Tony spent 5 minutes introducing. If you want more evidence-led comedy stories instead of loose clip piles, subscribe to Punchline Vault. The costumes get the thumbnail. The craft is why the episode holds together.